Well, greetings, hello, and welcome back to the series, episode number 41 coming at you today. I'm ImperialJedi, of course, and good God, you guys are so smart. Where do I begin? Comment section, thank you so much for it. So apparently I'm just wasting all my time doing this. You know, I think one of the greatest things about this game is I genuinely have so many hours, and I know I don't know it all, because every single time I play, especially when I upload a video, I just learn so much from you guys. So this was super fun, I think, but very, very, very time consuming, unfortunately. And I had no idea this was even a feature. Check this out. So if I click on the time traffic light, this is so ridiculous. And you guys are seeing this in the comment section, so very much so appreciate this, but oh my God. So we click on this, right? Quick setup, what is that? Control and click. Like, holy hot dog, it's done. Everything we just did in the last time. Oh my goodness, right? And it's smarter. So, oh boy. We are doing this now. So I actually feel like we have so much time this episode, whereas last time I felt like we were a little bit rushed. So actually, I had this really crazy thought, because I remember once upon a time, back when this city was kind of newer, or at least when I was doing my little octagon, hexagon area, I said that I wanted to do a like kind of like a collector and express system for a highway. And you know, on this one, it's not bad, the highway. Now that I know I can redo this a bit more comfortably, I kind of have this urge to like rebuild this. And I know do we just not waste a whole bunch of time doing this last episode? I mean, maybe. But here's my thought, right? It's not like it's generating a whole lot of traffic. We can quickly do this intersection again. Here, I'm just wasting 2 minutes anyway, right? But yeah, no, I think it'd be kind of fun to maybe pull the curve of this a little bit further away from the city, get one more block out of this, and then we can do like a proper collector and express system. And I don't know, man, I'm kind of feeling like a crazy, like full-on interchange here. I don't know. Are we doing something wild? We'll see how time goes. It might be a partial cloverleaf. It might be something a little bit more dynamic. Maybe a single point urban interchange. I don't know. Oh man, I'm feeling ambitious here. Okay, well, I totally mentioned, totally forgot to mention this last episode. The goal of this pass right now is to get more of these areas up to level 5. Totally forgot to mention that last episode, of course, right? So in the immediate area, a lot of this stuff does just need more workers. So I feel like if we can increase the population, which we're kind of doing right now with our little city building, and if we try to maybe stretch some buses a little bit further out, and maybe next episode we can sneak another peek too, but I feel like if we just kind of connect a few more dots with public transit and just kind of basically run the clock a little bit more, we can crunch the numbers. Because some of these do also need just a hint more production, which will just come with time. So, coming together, but I kind of thought this was like a much needed distraction, little asterisk to the regular programming, right? Okay, well let's switch over, grab some Surviving Mars soundtrack. I'm going to pause the game just so my poor computer doesn't have to crunch all the AI traffic the whole time I'm doing this, and I'm just going to go in. Okay, we're past the point of no return, that's it. We've broken it down. And if we do a really convincing suburb on the lower part here, I think we can get a whole bunch of traffic through here, which is pretty much the goal. And so a collector and express system probably goes by a few different names. We just call it that over here in North America. But the principal idea, let's incorporate that into this. Principal idea is if you're just going to bypass the area and you don't want to use any of the exits, just stay on the express. Whereas if you're going to be going on and off the highway, you have little lanes that run next to the highway that are also highway that collect and kind of distribute the traffic. So collector lanes. And so we're just going to rebuild the setup how we had it, but we're going to give ourselves a little bit more room. And this could totally be a separated highway. It does not have to be connected the way it is right now. And you could run these like single lane by single lane, theoretically, if you wanted to. Let's worry about that in a second. But yeah, principally what we're doing is just giving people the option to take more lanes when they're going in and out of the city. Oops, that's probably not the right height, so I've got that flash of white. Somewhere I'm looking, there's a 0 marker, yep. So many things going on with this game these days that you might overlook things like the time traffic light quick fix, right? Okay, so we're not trying to win any awards here with our spacing. We'll just do our absolute best. We're going to leave some room for some bridge pillars to come through. We're probably going to go up a lane or two at some point. Cool. Now I'm just going to go into here. Once it's all connected, it'll make sense. And what's really, really fun is in City Skylines, without any mods or anything special, you can make this work. So like console players, computer players. I was like, what's the other one? We're on computer. Right. Yeah, you don't need mods. It's very vanilla friendly. And I might be using a little bit more space than I probably need to, but that's quite all right. Gives us some room to get more merging lanes and everything in there. Because, you know, what good is an express collector system if you can't access each other, right? Okay. And we just got to make sure that all the lanes kind of meet and match. I know that's a hole right there after I just said that statement, but don't worry. Okay. So we'll probably change around the lanes again, since we had so much fun with that the first time. And, oh man. Like, I don't know. I kind of want to do something fun here. A good old-fashioned partial cloverleaf, though. There's nothing more North American than that. I need some anarchy here. But at the same time, I kind of want to do something different. We've already seen partial cloverleafs. We've got a few everywhere. What if we did something wild here? And the best part is, because we're on a curve, I don't have to worry about it being, like, perfectly symmetrical. Which, I don't know, I have a hard time doing that with interchanges. I kind of like the free-flowing ones. Alright, so let's get a road that is a perfect 90 degree to this. That way we get some nodes and some grids here for some spacing. And a diverging diamond, what is that? So the way a partial cloverleaf system works, I don't remember if I've said this before in this series. I don't think so. We don't have a diverging diamond. I get sometimes so, like, what do we even say sometimes, right? But yeah, so in a typical diamond interchange, if we were to look at one, if we had one really quickly built somewhere, I don't think we do. But a very simple diamond interchange, yeah, I'm trying to find an example. Not going to work, but we'll talk about it. Diamond interchange, you're going to have to turn left in front of oncoming traffic if you want to go onto the highway. Kind of makes things a little bit dangerous. So a partial cloverleaf system takes the crossing of oncoming traffic out of the equation. Makes it a lot safer that way too. So what you'd be doing, I gotta move that over by one. What you'd be doing is, let's say for example, you're crossing over this bridge and you want to go left onto the highway. Your road makes more sense when we're separated too. Sorry, I feel like, I know the commercials aren't very loud, but I feel like talking over them kind of gives me a funk. So let's not do that. But yeah, let's say for example, you are driving on this road right here, and you want to turn left onto the highway. In a typical diamond interchange, you'd have like an intersection, and there'd be like the way on right there. Gotta wait for the traffic light or a break in traffic. You turn left. This is a fast road. Could be an accident, right? It's dangerous. So the partial cloverleaf approach is, instead of turning left, you actually turn right and then slalom down and then meet up with the highway. So I'm not going to do it like perfectly, but kind of crudely. And that's where the collector lanes kind of work really well. And then when you're exiting, I have the urge to build one of these, darn it. And when you're exiting, you just kind of go like this, and then you'll meet like the traffic light up there, right? So you're dodging the light in case you want to go on the highway, and then traffic light to kind of govern the lefts, and then you'll have a high speed to go to the right. If that makes any weird sense. So partial clovers are really cool. I do them all the time. They're really vanilla friendly too. I just have this urge right now to do like the next level. And in my mind, next level of that is like a diverging diamond. And what makes a diverging diamond so interesting is when you approach, is this crooked again? Oh, for Pete's sakes. When you approach a diverging diamond, you have a traffic light right before, and it's going to flip the direction of traffic. So to help with your on-off merging to make it a lot safer, you're going to be driving on the left-hand side, which is crazy talk, so let's get these the right way. Get them the right way by going left? I don't know. English is sometimes confusing, isn't it? Don't you have these moments where you're like, oh my god, who wrote this language? Let's go back to Latin. Alright. So, get rid of this road here. This is just for markers. Get a little bit closer. We have lots of space here, which is fantastic. This is where our traffic light's going to be. I'm not too worried about making this perfectly symmetrical on both sides, so I'm not going to stress that. But this is basically the starting idea. So traffic here, traffic light here, sorry. You approach, want to change the lane in mathematics, of course. You turn onto this one here, and that's going to help with the merging of the traffic. That'll make super sense in a second here. Okay. Why don't we do this side so that starts making sense to you? Now, these are starting to pop up in different parts of the United States. I'm not sure how representation is in Europe, but I feel like it's a very smart design. So I feel like as time goes on, more places will start making these kind of intersections. Okay, so this will merge in. We're going to have to lose a lane and add a lane, but we'll worry about that in a second. And then the way this works, right? So why are we driving on the left? So that we can safely get on and off from the highway. So this to here, and then as you're driving towards, you're doing this. So we lose the lane here. Maybe spread that intersection out just ever so slightly. We'll use our traffic president management skills to fix a whole bunch of stuff anyhow, so I'm not that worried. And this just comes in. And I mean, it's not very clean just yet, but we'll make this look nice. Okay, change the direction. Cool. So these guys meet together. It's a little yield sign. It's safer because we have the 2 lanes, lane mathematics right here. We'll probably shed 1 lane, maybe keep it. We'll figure that out in a second. But you can kind of see here, no need to cross in front of each other when going on off the highway. So it's a lot faster. And so this just comes in, flips to the correct traffic. We're going to get rid, of course, the ability to turn there and just keep going straight. So if you are doing this in a vanilla setting, I'd say just make it a little bit bigger than it needs to be. But very, very, very doable. Okay, so now that we've got the basics, let's try to put this together without it making it look too horrifying. And this will be the basis for a lot of the traffic coming in and out over here. Oh, by the way, my mouse, it survived. It decided it wants to live. It's chosen life. I'm very happy for it. Turned out it was just drivers after all. That was a weird scare, though. Yeah, it's like whenever there's like a Windows update, things just get a little bit borked. I notice my OBS stuff gets a little... Oh, I left my Discord running. Oh, shoot. Oh, that hopefully doesn't go off 100 more times, eh? I didn't think about that one. Probably if you just checked your Discord. You know, I'm usually pretty good about that. I have this like little mini checklist of things that I want to like run through before I start my recording. Apparently I missed that, though. Oh, well. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, lane mathematics. 2 split in here. I said 2 become 1, but that's not true. 1 becomes 2. We split. Makes it safe. Traffic comes out over here. There's going to be no traffic light. Might even move this over to that, like where the bridge becomes. Use the natural terrain here. And I feel like because we're, you know, outside of the major city, having a slightly larger footprint here for the intersection doesn't make that, like, it's not terrible of an idea. So what's the opposite of that doesn't make sense? It does make sense. I think this is okay. Okay, a bit of a tight curve, but we can always fix that after. But yeah, that's the principal idea. Not winning any awards for symmetry, but you're coming on in. There's you turning right to get onto the highway. Merge over to the left, and then you'll have the ability to bank on over into here. And because we're using the Collector and Express system, we should see some really cool multi-lane usage out of this. And we'll give some points for the Collector and Express to connect. And I want to try to sneak in one more interchange over here. It's going to be a little itty-bitty partial cloverleaf. I can't just not make one, especially after talking so highly about it. And I think, you know, just to kind of help my my like lack of symmetry going on here, I'm just going to go ahead and throw in a 45-degree angled road right there. Hopefully at the right level. Cool. And let's see if we can get this to connect. And I might go for that land bridge look again. Bring those nodes up. Make that elevated. And we'll just pull the intersection a little bit closer here. There we go. God, the Move It mod. Move It mod is my Desert Island mod. If I can bring 2, Traffic President comes next. If I can only bring one, move it mod. Thank you, Cuboid. Alright, so traffic lights on both sides. Cool. And we'll do the merging. And then we'll change the number of lanes right here. And because of the terrain, it's because it's a chance to do something kind of fun here. Okay, and then this one will sneak in over to here. That's cool. Okay, extra lanes. Figure out the rest in a second. This is looking great. I think this will really justify the extra height and stuff over here too. Wow, I love this. And then does this go over here too now? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Intersections everywhere. We need to have a whole other mini series here just for highway intersections. You know, honestly, highways probably one of my favorite things about the game. I think I mentioned that in the first episode. Okay. Nice and smooth, looking good. Merge away. Extra lanes, please. That's really cool. And then elevate. Or no, sorry. Let's make that bridge. Terrain, yeah. Nice blend of it all right there. Okay, a little bit of terrain smoothing. I'll throw in some trees. And let's zone this bad boy and see if we get some traffic going through here. Okay, so let's really simply connect this back up. And then we'll put in some express and collector crossover points. And even though we spent so much time at the end of the episode, it was time well spent because, you know, if I hadn't done that, you guys wouldn't have been so awesome in the comment section. And just let me know how to, like, use Traffic President mod. Oh my goodness. You know what it was? It was that last big, super huge update when they went from, like, a stable version to, like, you know, stable and experimental. I never really learned all the new stuff since then. So we're going to remove this. Can I stop this? Or how do I remove this? Remove time traffic light. That's the one. Okay, now we just click and set up. Oh, for Pete's sake, that's so much easier. Great. 3-speed. Cool. All right, now without any connection points, this is totally useless. Otherwise, like, how do you get from one point to the other, right? You're forced in your directions here. So all we need is just a couple ways, yeah, to get from one side to the other. Okay. And then, you know, generally speaking, just like in real life, the smoother, the safer, the better. And then we can always do the lane mathematics, where we add extra lanes. A little bit challenging, of course, because we've got the connected road right here. Had we planned this a little bit differently from the start, it may have looked better, but not the end of the world. So now when you get onto the highway, you have the ability to cross over to the express, which in this case is what brings you up and over the highway. So the ability to turn right is from the collector. So we can always change that, or have this go over to here. Straight your way off. And then we'll do a safe merge for the two lanes coming together, break down into one, merge on over. And then let's bring a collector into the express network right here. Just gonna space them out, so hopefully we don't get too much bunching here. You know the best part is, we'll have Biffa come in and afterwards and just fix all the problems I'm definitely making here. No, I don't think I'm all that bad. But definitely I'm not at Biff's level. But how do you get better? Practice makes perfect, of course. So I feel like the more mistakes you make, the better you'll be in the long run, right? Because you'll learn from all the things you're doing wrong. Hopefully. All right, so we do want one more interchange through here. Oh my goodness, this is so much effort. I love it though. All right, so let's just do the basics. We'll put the intersection in and find out where we're gonna have at least one more crossing point between the two. And we can make this super grandiose, just like in theory here. And this could maybe run the whole length of your city. Definitely nothing stopping you there. So 2 become 1 right through here. And then this just needs to sneak into here. And then that one's got to go over to there. Oh my god, there's so much still to do. But I feel like I'm less panicked this time. I don't know, sometimes this game, I just feel like, yeah, it's like Battle Royale speed run. Which I think is like totally the opposite point of this game. It's supposed to be very relaxing, right? Okay. Getting there, getting use out of it too, which is always good to see. So you get off the highway. You can go onto the express, stay on the collector, and that's you using the exit. Fantastic. So you get onto the highway this way, same idea. Get onto the express, stay on the collector. Say you happen to be on the express, you can leave to go to collector over here. Come on in. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, cool. That's both directions. All right, now let's sneak in, not a very big one, but we'll use this main road here to come up and over, and we'll do a partial clover leaf, sneak it all in through here with the collector and express, and then probably tail on down, and then maybe do a roundabout over here. And then a small, oh boy, small highway connection. And then we got to fill this in with a little bit more high density than I was planning originally. And yeah, just some good old fashioned suburbs so we don't get too over on time. Okay, let's see what we can do. So our asymmetrical roads, there we go, follow this one. Got the extra lanes through here. Give ourselves a whole bunch of space. And you'll be able to see in action what I was like crudely trying to explain with my like stick figure drawings or whatever. No, it's not that bad. And then I just think from like simplicity. Yeah, I want to be in line with this one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we have the roundabout making tool going, and someone tried to help me, but I know this works. Like, oh, ImperialJedi. I know. But you know, if it works, right? Okay, so this one's got to come in. And I feel like where we maybe have that bank is where we can have a lane break. Yeah. That'll be another 45. Just gonna do a little bit of the arterial road planning through here. That's not bad. Trying to keep like the overall symmetry as well. I want to keep the grid going, but not be a perfect grid through here. One of these turns into a highway interchange, but that'll be the end of priority here. Let's build all this up. I think for today's episode, what we'll probably end up doing is like finishing the majority of the road infrastructure. We can do a hint of zoning, and then next episode we'll just do like in air quotes the finishing touches. So some very basic fixes. We'll see if we can get the rest of the areas up to level 5 or as many as we can. But yeah, I'll be just very satisfied if we can zoom out and feel like this is very finished and convincing and full of traffic. God, like, look at the way that looks, right? I want those vibes over here. Getting it. Slowly getting it. Not getting it though if you're distracted. Okay. Tempting to do it, but no more interchanges, please. And let's just finish off the grid. Yeah, that definitely works for me. And then maybe these two. Yeah, because we can do kind of like a box suburb, and that can be the main road going in. I don't see another roundabout here. Nope, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Beautiful. Well, that's cool. And then I feel like just for the sake of it looking a little bit... Oh, you know what? I was going to put another set of roads through here, but hang on. Hang on. Get the interchange built first. Okay. So we'll do the on-offs on this side first. So yeah, kind of going on what I was saying before. If you wanted to turn left, so you're on the bridge, you want to end up on the highway going this way. So you drive up, you drive over, I'm going to take you in, take you down. And I won't do that because that's dangerous, having to cross traffic. So we'll bring this down. So that's you in. And then we just need the ability, that means, for you to go over like that. Get onto the express one last time there. So I may have to move this a little bit. Or we can keep it, you know. Maybe you get on and avoid a little bit of the traffic. The more the merrier, right? And then from a distance, it looks kind of cool. Looks like we have a basket weave kind of going on. Okay, so that's just pretty simply that. And then, if done correctly, we can get this guy, oops, in like that. Okay, we'll have to have a yield. I don't think I have the room to throw a whole bunch of other signs and, not signs, sorry, extra lanes through here. Yield sign. Okay. Already working. Good, good, good. And then no surprises as to where this is going. So to stop these guys from turning left to go on the highway that way, you've got, this is your option. And I probably have to put that a little bit further back so we can get the off part of the highway coming in. Just a hint further back. And then, how do we do with this? Let's push this back a little bit further in. 2 lanes. Here's an exit coming out right here. That goes into there. This goes over to there. And then this gets pulled up. Just so we have more spacing in between our intersections. And then this gets raised. A little raise here. Bring that gently down. There's a lot to do. Bring this over. It's like onions have layers. Interchanges have layers. Ogres have layers too. Alright. Starting to come together. So we could use a second lane, just in case traffic backs up, coming into here. And then this is a traffic light. We'll go over everything in the end, I promise too. Because I know I'm just kind of like aimlessly talking out loud here, but by the end of it, this should make sense to you. Hopefully. That's 1/2 complete. Looking pretty wild. And, oh dear, oh dear. Not a lot of space, right? Okay, just do your best. I remember the time before Move It Mod, where you'd have to get all of this correct on your first try. Well, what do you mean? I still play that way in Vanilla, my other series. It's weird, it's challenging. You get so spoiled by Move It Mod, right? I still remember, too, the first few weeks of the game, when there just was no workshop. And there's I think was the first one was Precision Engineering, which gave you like a unit count and how many degrees your bends and stuff were. And that just blew my mind. And that was it. Floodgates are open. We liked mods too much after that. We never looked back. But it is really nice to go and just play vanilla. Especially when a new DLC comes out. Just kind of see what the game itself has to offer. What is it like to be a new player in 2021? Those kind of questions, you know? And there's something just almost like romantic about going back and just like getting into that honeymoon phase again. All those feels that like made you fall in love with the game the first time around. God, I love that. Crazy that a game does all this, eh, guys? Alright, so maybe a little bit unconventional in the form of how we're normally doing things here, but yeah, I feel like it's a little close for it all. It's almost like this needs to be a bit further back, just from a safety perspective, so we can merge cleaner. More cleanly, I should say. I think. Again, English is so confusing like that. I hate that. What a weird language. And I grew up in Ottawa. Lived in Toronto a lot too, obviously, but and I just moved to Victoria, so I'm all over the place. But yeah, where I grew up, I did French immersion, and so I would do a lot of my classes and a lot of spelling, all that stuff in French. But I don't speak French anymore a lot, or like really ever. So I'm kind of losing that. So it's weird. So my English isn't fantastic. My French is terrible. It's not the worst, but it's not nothing to write home about. But yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm just lost in languages. It's a weird one. Okay, how are we doing this? Yeah, I think I posted a link to it just a few episodes back. But yeah, if you guys are curious, I have like posted to my Twitter in case you're ever just like, where's the link? Yeah, I got interviewed for a podcast about my like how I got started and all that jazz. So if you're curious, it's worth a listen. Ideally, I want this to be into there. So that means this one has to go further down. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. I'm still going to give us more room, though, so that curve's not too horrifying. Losing a little bit of the integrity because our node got really long right there. Or like the section. That's not so bad. And so yeah, we'll throw in a yield sign. So these guys have to wait. And I think in real life that would be more than suitable. And we're doing it from the traffic light here, just from like a simplicity perspective. And I'm going to give people who are still coming this way the ability to skirt the light and just enter the highway system like that. But now we have like major arterial access from over here. Cool. I just love planning this stuff out. And then bonus points if you're using like the assets and everything from the workshop to go with this. Like you got like the rain barrels, you got the signs. Maybe regionally specific as well, which is kind of cool. Ooh, all right. Anything good here? Stuff is going up, it's good. Then yeah, I don't think we need to connect this back up. I think this now maybe goes down in terms of lanes. Cool. I'm very pleased. This almost feels like it came out of nowhere. So yeah, I think we're good. Let's go over all the lanes, all the crossings, all the stuff here. So let's start over with this one. So yeah, you drive towards the highway. You have a dedicated turning lane on your right. This is not what you're doing there, brother. Dedicated turning lane on the right. That's you getting onto the highway. That person has broke the law in front of us. How dare you? My oh my. So let's fix the turning now. So Control S, that one I knew about. That one's a fast lane switcher. So that makes it so that you have to merge into your lane. Our lane mathematics makes sense right here. And then this one, it should, no, oh God. Oh God. That is not even remotely close. So the traffic light here will flip the direction of traffic safely. There is a version, it's called a double crossover merging interchange, where instead of a traffic light, it looks like a double helix, where these are at different heights and they go over top of each other. Principally does the exact same thing, but no traffic light. And you would have that like maybe highway to highway as an interchange for this type of thing. Okay, so you're coming on in. There's your highway. You flip directions. So that's how you turn left to get onto the highway. Fantastic. Traffic coming on in. Merges. Perfect. Lanes. Great over here. this bit, let's fix this. We know that pressing Control S is not going to do it, so we'll do it ourselves. That should be fine. Nowhere else for them to go. And then right here. And then this no longer traffic light. There's no need for it. And we fix our extra lanes right here. Holy hot dog, what have you done? You know what might fix that is if this becomes one node even. Well, that helps too. We could probably get rid of that bridge altogether, put it back in, and then have it be like one node. That's not too shabby though. And then this just to be nitpicky, this can probably be like that, just to be a little bit cleaner looking. Yep, that's kind of fun. Okay, so I think we got it. Yep, both sides look good. Just need this out of the way. No turning here, please. Thank you. Okay, very straightforward. People are using it. That is so good to see traffic in here finally as well. Yeah, this is great. And then what's going on over here? Just get rid of the lanes. No turning left. Only straight. Thank you. I don't want a dedicated turning lane, so we'll give us the option to go straight through here as well. I don't want right-hand turns. Does not want to do it the fast way. Nor do I want people to have the ability to turn left right there. So you are going straight. That one's fine. And I think what I'm going to do is give these guys a little slip lane through here so we can get an extra turning lane going left. And don't you even think about crossing over there. But this way we get double left turns. There you go. So straight, thank you. Fantastic. Now this could be a double left turn as well. Just kind of like upgrade accordingly, you know? And then that one over to here. Oh, fantastic. That is fantastic. Now, as long as you can get from collector to express pretty comfortably, it looks like you can. I might need one more express just over. Honestly, not too bad. For a highway makeover in like 40 minutes. Oh my goodness, you know that makeover, 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 makeover. Yeah, right. Makeover. Just do a little quick like chime and then you do the before and after. Like, Imperial, could you never do that again? Don't worry, I won't do that again. I promise. But yeah, let me take a swig of coffee here. Let's admire what we looked at, or what we built. Let's look at what we built. Oh my goodness. Words, boys. Words, they're hard. It's not too bad. A little bit light on the traffic side. So let's work our hand at some zoning over here and see if we can get some people in. Okay, so arterial road vibes, please. I don't think that's a little bit crooked. Which is okay. And then variety, spice of life. Oh my goodness, bike lanes. We need some of those. The afterthoughts you have, or like just the thought process in general when you're playing, my goodness. I need like post-it notes or something. Sometimes this game, it's like trying to remember what you're trying to remember while trying to do something else and not get distracted by something along the way. You're like, oh, I need more inputs for this. And then along the way, you're like, oh, a traffic jam. And you fix that. And like hours have gone by. And you're like, why is that factory not getting stuff? I did all these things. And you're like, oh, no, I didn't. Oh. Just me? No, definitely not. Now, I know we're crossing over on some arterial roads here. And that may be a little counterintuitive. But I'm thinking that because the speed limit is so low on these small roads that no one's going to want to take them. I think they're going to stick to the wide boys. Might even do one more to the roundabout. Actually, let's go across one more time. Just help fill some of this in. Looking pretty good. All right, so let's put down some oversized assets to help maybe fill in the bigger spaces. Starting with some services. So schooling is not too bad. Obviously, got to run the clock a little bit longer for that one. Could use a library over here. A library in a big park might be beautiful for this corner post. I kind of want to throw in one of these old style universities. Not that we need like university students or anything. I think the region's doing very well for that. This is more from a visual perspective to give it some old town vibes. Yeah, honestly, that's not too shabby. I think I'm going to keep that one. I like that. Oh, of course, water. Goodness. That might be important. Man, water under the roads. Oh, how did I do that before? By the way, if you don't do this and you're like, I feel personally attacked, I'm so sorry. That's not the intention. I want ears, don't worry. Now, I said it before, I'll say it again. The beauty of this game, really, is how we all play it differently and then come together with collaborative ideas. Not just in the series, but like you guys as viewers, too. So many times the comment section has saved me, inspired me, made me laugh. A lot of real talk, too. We've had some real stories come through in the comment section. Man, it's crazy. In years, we've been doing this, too, so I've seen... Not at all, of course, right? But I've seen some stuff, man. So it's always good to know that you guys are there. All right, let's bring some power in. Being mindful of how we're going over top of the road. Did not do the best job there. I'm just going to redo this a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to spread the power in just from some zoning. Alright, so commercial on the main part. And this inner area will be residential. Mindful of the road here, so let's not get too carried away with our zoning. A little bit of high density. It's just to help get the power. There we go. Just a little bit of zoning while we build. Okay, so a few more services before we zone the rest. Let's throw in some more roads. Fairly gridded, but that's not a problem. I think for like a bit of an older feel, I'm going to go with skinnier roads a bit more frequently through here too. Just help fill this all in. Yeah, it's a nice grid. A little bit mismatched, but it's a nice grid. Okay. Ooh, what is the... Oh, we never used the theater. Oh, man. I'm getting so inspired for some older buildings over here. Okay, you're going in too. Ooh, a little bit of like an old town. I like that. How is this suddenly happening? Okay, we have to make it make sense though. These can't just be like two randomly placed older buildings. There's got to be a bit more of a theme and feel if we're taking this approach. So fountain by that might be kind of nice too, even. Like the open plaza vibe. Okay, so one of these then on each side, yes. Yes. And then maybe one of these guys behind it. Fantastic. Oh, that's so cool. I like that it's like very vanilla feeling. Oh yeah, that's actually literally what I'm after. That's almost to a T. That's so funny how that worked out. Bit of parking too, which is good. And like these match that, which is nice. And then just some little shops and cafes right here. Oh, this is so wild. Okay, so then what are we doing for public transit? I guess we do a public transit pickup drop off in this part. This is like, it's almost like another city we have over here. And this is like the old downtown. I wish we could do like a church or something. Maybe we got some buses go between the two. Man, there's so much to do. Next episode is gonna be awesome. We're gonna get some buses going. Yeah, connect up and see if we can get to like 5 stars in some of those remaining areas. I know we're not done today's episode, but I'm so excited to see how this like next episode will end. All right, let's keep us going here. Keep us going. But yeah, so like, do we come in and just give our buses the ability to just do some simple offloading and loading over here, or like what's the feel? This is a good spot. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we come on in the one way. And then all we need is just a few, yeah. Yeah, so buses come in, pick up, drop off, loop about. It's not too far from the central square, in air quotes. Yeah, a little bus depot kind of vibe. This is a loud one, isn't it? Yeah, noise pollution. I know we don't need it because we get buses spawn from elsewhere, but it might be kind of cute to see like a little bus garage kind of like next to what would be the transit stops. You know, sleep here for the night kind of thing. Or you get like a, you know, check engine light in your bus, right? You're pretty close. I'm sure that's a thing, right? Now, I don't know if this is still the case, but when I lived in Toronto, this is a random fact, the TTC buses don't have fuel gauges. So sometimes you just run out of fuel. You have to kind of like gauge it. Gauge the gauge. But yeah, isn't that a weird one? So sometimes when you see a bus on the side of the road, I'm not sure if this is the same for like all cities, but more often than not, they just ran out of fuel. I have so many people right now Googling, fact checking this, being like, no, oh god, no. Actually, Imperial, oh boy. Listen, I heard this once when I was a kid, all right? Whether it's true or not, I don't know. And then you can say, oh, I heard it on the internet. I don't know if it's true. This guy ImperialJedi told me. Okay. This was supposed to be services. What are you doing? Okay, so old time feels again. The European buildings definitely achieve that. So police station, close to what feels like the little square. We'll do this style fire station. So it's police, fire. A clinic would be excellent down here as well. Now let's go for this one, just for variety's sake. And then elder care and child care in here would be cool too. Good looking buildings. Keep them together. A cemetery, because we're also an older area. There we go. And we got these assets pretty close by. I don't think I need to double them up. Oh, yoga garden might look kind of nice, actually. There we go. Okay, so let's expand some piping out here, and then I think we just need a couple more school assets, and then we should be okay for services. Yeah, that's nice. All right. How far did we get with this? We started off, I think we put the university and got distracted, right? Yeah, we did. That sounds like me. So, an elementary school. Going for that older vibe as well. I think I did that in the mix with commercial. Yeah, that's a weird one. Maybe this is not commercial and this is high density residential. And then we scale down. Okay, we have a big high school across. Let's not use this asset again. I love it, but don't need to do too many. Just a good old-fashioned American-looking high school here. And we'll put that on the back part of the street here. And we'll just throw down like our same old song and dance, get like a some sports stuff in with there. Maybe a little path system. Take off our guidelines. I thought, honestly, I'd be doing way more detailing by this point, but it's been a very casual, detailed approach for me, which is kind of, unfortunately, what ends up happening too often. Let me go single brush here. There we go. Very, very, very casual approach, but that's not too bad, right? A little bit of field, a little track right there. Field's fenced in. Don't need to do any zoning. Yeah, that's fine with me. Zones from residential front, but we'll keep the rest of that area nice and clean. All right, now I wouldn't say the demand is skyrocketing, but I think because we put in so many good services and stuff over here, people are going to be like, well, isn't this a nice little spot? Let's just try moving in, why don't we? So what if there's a fire? My God. You had to go ahead and jinx it, didn't you? Well, we can test out our newly built fire department, right? It's always funny too. I guarantee it's happening right now. Like when we zoom out, do the long shots of the region when we're done the episode, and everything is on fire. Oh my God! What's burning in the background today? Surprisingly nothing. It's very strange for us. Surprisingly nothing at all. Yeah. All right, now we got a little bit more traffic. This is seeming to fill up. Let's see how the junctions are holding. Like, how's the collector? How's the express? How are the on-offs? You know, we might not have enough traffic yet to properly gauge this. Yeah, it's getting there. Just not. This is looking nice, but just not enough yet. All right, one more big suburb up here, and then see if that helps. And we're going to go for an in-town suburban feel here. So we'll use the European Suburbia DLC. Some uniformity to our roads, as it were. Not our roads, our buildings! God, the words, man. It's like your brain is just like, doo-doo-doo, doing its own thing. Okay, this is the true test to see if my mouse is still broken or not. Guys, I was so nervous. Like, I just was not mentally prepared to buy a new mouse. I like this mouse. Yeah, I kind of bounce between just like products, manufacturers or whatever. I was on the Logitech grind for a while, and this is me kind of like breaking into Corsair. And the Corsair, I always hear such good things about them, right? I've had this Corsair mouse for about 2 years, and I love it. That's why I was so like, what? It's breaking already? What? But no, it's just drivers. We don't need that little bit there, but, you know, why not? Oh, he didn't zone the new one. I was like, where is it? Yeah, maybe we just follow the road, actually. The Glade District. Plug it in. Alright, so you become European Suburbia. And we'll just blanket zone this whole area, please. Does this go back-to-back same song? Interesting. Random truly is random. Here, let's switch back to Surviving Mars before we wrap things up. Mindful of the highway here. I don't want to get too close with the noise. And I don't know if we actually are going to be getting all of the buildings on the outside here as this European Suburbia. So we might get a little bit of variety, which would be kind of cool. I'm still kind of feeling a bit of a park in here, so we can throw a couple more of these guys in. Oh, you know, we have the anarchy going. I was like, wow, a park fits here. Oh my goodness. Okay, park behind the library. Connect some of these dots together. Really encourage the walkability here. And I feel like if we had a couple more minutes, I would maybe throw in some Park Life DLC stuff, but I'm trying to keep this about the hour mark or so. I've been going a little bit longer. I'm sure you guys have noticed that. Yeah, I feel like when I do my series, I tend to start a little bit of the shorter episodes, and you know, I feel like the later and the longer you make it in, the more you're kind of enjoying it, just arguably anyway. So you might be kind of hoping for some extra episodes or longer ones by then. That's kind of my thought process there. Okay, just throw in some trees. I know we get some mixed results with the trees here. Some of you guys love them in the city, others think it's a little bizarre, but I think a city looks really nice when it has that like built within a forest kind of feel. A lot of green space is, I think, important. Just making sure our nodes aren't too close together. We could always even just do, like, this is such a fun feature, eh? Like, time traffic lights. Like, holy hot dog, dude. Could be asymmetrical through here. I think we're okay with the, with the merging still, because these guys can go to 2 lanes, but gotta be careful of that kind of stuff. All right, well, demand is skyrocketed for commercials. Let's give the people what they want. A little bit of high density commercial near the buses. Also, just some variety to the height in the skyline. So I definitely want the other side of the highway to feel like it's really built up and like was there first, but nothing wrong with us getting some tall buildings over here. So yeah, next episode, I think what we'll do is get some public transit rolling through here. See if we can get some more connectivity to some of the work zones. And yeah, just a few more hints of regional connection. Might run a bus in through here and kind of connect some of these areas together. But it's really coming together. Like this, like what a difference, right? Look at this rebuild. Okay, so the highway connection here, rocking and rolling strong. That's really good to see. This interchange here, getting most of the action. The only thing that worries me is this might become a problem. See how people are already having to wait back here? This is becoming a problem. Sugar sticks. Okay, so I can't do just that. I need an extra lane through here. So I need a 3+. Oh, a 3+1 might be not the worst, eh? 'Cause we have less traffic going onto the highway. And this one's, you know what? This one's not even supposed to be a light. How did you become a light? Good thing we noticed this. Okay, so let's redo the time traffic light here. And we'll just do the old control click. Oh, sorry, one second. Let me remove that one first. Then we'll, so I want to stop it and then remove it. There we go. And then control S to make a new one. There we go. And then, yeah, you can go to your own lane. That's cool. As long as you merge, right? Or yield, sorry. And then we haven't put these in, but go through those maybe next episode. But yeah, let's just take a little look here. I'm gonna get so distracted and start building again because this game's very addictive. But yeah, this is good. We're starting to fill in. Demand did kind of drop off, you can see, for residential. So let's see if we can reignite that. We'll build this out a little bit more. I think public transit's really going to help as well. Oops, sorry, just knocking something off my desk here. And yeah, the sky is the limit. So I think we'll wrap it up here. Good episode. Train traffic getting a little bit backed up. And what was I hoping for? Those kind of vibes over here. I think we're getting them. So one more good long episode, I think, is what is in order. And then we can pass this off to Biffa for some traffic fixes, because Lord knows we have made some issues along the way. But that's part, again, guys, that's part of the fun, right? You got to make your mistakes to learn from them. I think things would be so boring if it was just like, you know, whatever, 1 + 1 = 2. Sometimes you got to have a little bit of a, that's a terrible analogy. Oh, what is this? What is this? What Oh boy, maybe the game's in need of a restart. Anyway, what a terrible ending. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. All the best. Happy building. Let me know what you think, especially with the collector interchange and all the redos over here. Very curious what your thoughts are on this one. All right, guys, all the best. Happy building. And we'll see you again. My goodness gracious me, all over the place. But let's end with a good view here. All right, guys, we'll see you again. Be safe. All the best. Happy building.